Acting like a fly on the wall back here. They are going to start recording shortly.
Reach out because I may smack you.
That's the owner of Road Armor, and that is Clifford from CNS, the guys that do the work on my truck. So the first check is going to come from me, and that is for the sale of my bumpers that I had. It's a $1,500 check. And the second one is coming from etrailer.com, which is my channel sponsor, who, again, got wind of what we were doing here today, and they wanted to contribute and help out as well. So it's a $1,000 check from etrailer.com. So from Big Truck, Big RV, and eTrailer, $2,500.
So let's start with JD. We got a check coming into the frame from Big Truck, Big RV for Wayne here. And
Thank you, sir.
so this check, how much is this check worth?
This is a $1,500 check from the sale of the bumpers that I removed to put on my new Road Armor bumpers.
Okay.
So
That was JD off frame.
I'm not hiding. I'm just behind the Jeep.
He's not hiding. He's just checking out the bumper here.
Yeah.
Because we are in Road Armor's booth. So, okay, we have a second check by etrailer.com coming into the frame. It's floating on in. All right, and how much is this one?
That is a $1,000 check from etrailer.com, who caught wind of what we were doing and wanted to contribute as well.
That's incredible. Okay, and we have a third check that will be coming eventually.
And CNS is going to be donating $1,000 to the foundation. So I am here at the Warren booth. Warren was recently acquired by Keystone. So Keystone, who puts this event on, actually owns Warren. They have all sorts of really, really good products. As you guys know, I recently installed their new 16.5 TIS winch in the Road Armor bumper that I have. I have a brand new Jeep JL here, complete with it's like a Warren Xeon. So what's going on, guys? I am here with Jackson. He is with Warren Industries, or Warren Winch, and we're going to talk about this new 16.5 TIS. As you guys know, this is what we loaded in my new Road Armor bumper on the front of my F450, and there's a lot of good reasons why you would want to get a winch this big for a truck that big. As you guys might have known, I had the M12 in my previous bumper, so I upgraded to the 16.5 TIS. The S stands for synthetic. Jackson, can you tell us a little bit about this setup?
Sure, sounds good. One of the reasons why you want what we call our large frame winch versus our mid frame winch, you see the substantial size difference. Namely, that size difference is found in the gear train. So this is a lot larger, more robust, handling the shock loads required to recover a rig like the F450 that you own. This design, we also share a platform with an industrial product, so there's many parts that are interchangeable with that. But what makes the 16.5 especially more premium than, let's say, the M12 is the thermometric indicator that's built in here, so that this has sensing capabilities that when it exceeds that limit in terms of what current's being drawn, it will shut off the winch automatically. So that is one feature that this doesn't have, and also you have a nice cast control pack here, and a lot of different OEM bumper manufacturers have designed around this product. So this is also the largest in capacity of winches that we make for trucks and SUVs.
Okay. One thing I like, and the biggest thing I noticed after installing this winch in the new bumper, is before I had to mount the control box kind of above the bumper because I couldn't fit it beneath it. But on this one, because of this unique design, it gave us the ability to kind of overhang the lip of the bumper, and it looked cosmetically a lot nicer and cleaner.
Absolutely. So on the 16.5, we did take the extra length to have a special metal encased control pack that's a little more sleeker and lower profile. And a lot of our newer products that you'll see in the coming months will also head in this direction of just kind of how small of an envelope can we fit in there. So that's a part of that effort.
Absolutely. Beautiful, beautiful winches, too. They absolutely, in my opinion, make the #1 winch you can put on a truck. And they back it up. I mean, any truck you see, any Jeep you see seriously going out to Moab, going out to the desert and really using a winch, typically 9 out of 10 times, it's going to be a Warn. In the case of my truck, because of the gross vehicle weight rating of my truck, really I had to go with the biggest winch that they had, 16.5 TIS. This is a beauty. Jackson, I appreciate your time, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Thanks.
Back at the Warn booth, check these out. This is a Sidewinder. That is really cool. It's basically a way you can use a shackle up front and then close the system off whenever you're hooking your rope or line through there. I love the way that looks. Very cool. So I am here at the BlueOx booth. You want to take a moment and kind of talk about the BlueOx fifth wheel hitch that we're looking at here?
Absolutely. So we have two models. We have one that fits the industry standard rails, and then we have another one that will work with goosenecks as well as the factory puck systems that you're seeing on all of the trucks right now, such as the ones that you'll find in the GMs, the Fords, the Rams, and the Nissans. So the nice thing about this particular product is that because it uses a gooseneck ball rather than the puck system, it's universal to all of those trucks. So the nice part about it is if a customer has a Chevrolet today and they need a fifth wheel package to fit that particular truck, it's going to be this particular product here that fits any standard 2 5/16 gooseneck ball. If later on down the road they decide that they're going to move from a Chevrolet, let's say, to another brand like a Ram or a Ford, the same product will go into that vehicle without having to purchase any other accessories or any other attachments. Whereas a lot of the competition, what happens is they're vehicle specific, and then if somebody wants to move from one vehicle to another, either they have to buy a completely new hitch and sell the one that they have, or remove the componentry off of their hitch and spend upwards of $500 for the rest of the componentry that they need to fit the new product. The other nice thing about this is that it's a really, really great towing experience because it's smooth. Because we've got cushions built into these arms here, so it's cushioned below and above the pivot beam, and also underneath the head we have cushions underneath there, so it's extremely quiet when you're towing and even when you're not towing, because you don't have all kinds of noise taking place. A lot of times people are bungee cording their heads down to keep the noise down when they're not towing. That's a non-issue here. And the other nice thing about it, most of the other products that are out on the market today, they slide. Ours is a pivot. So all somebody has to do to get the unit to pivot is to pull the wedge out, pull the pin out, put it into the maneuvering position. And they're in the maneuvering position, just like that. The other nice benefit to this is that it comes out in 3 pieces. So rather than having to take it out in one piece, if you come around the back side, you'll see right here, all somebody has to do is remove this pin, the head will come off, then they'll take the cushioned arms, they come straight out, and then they can take the base out by just loosening the bolts and pulling the pins. This is our ISR model. If you focus over here on the cam locks, so basically a traditional fifth wheel has a pin and a clip, which this one does as well for the industry standard rails. But again, because we want to create a nice towing experience for the customer, we've put these cam locks in, and then once they're locked down, now it tightens that product, the fifth wheel, up to the industry standard rails. So it's extremely smooth, extremely quiet, and we've had great success with the product. It's been a good mover for us.
And they look really good too.
Thank you.
Very sleek product.
Thank you. And then the other nice thing is, if you notice, we've got a very thick UHMW lube plate. There's no reason to grease this. The customer doesn't have to put a lube plate on their kingpin, and so that way they stay clean, and the product is made in the USA with US steel, and it carries a limited lifetime warranty.
There's a lot to be said about that.
Yep, thank you.
Awesome, man. Thank you, Charlie.
Have a good day.
You too. So I am here at the Airlift booth. You guys probably know by now, Airlift is the brand that I use on all of my trucks. Absolutely love them. I started off with the 5000 that's over here. Originally I had the Ultimate, and then they came out with the Ultimate Plus, which used all sorts of stainless steel hardware and basically added some longer term reliability by using the stainless steel components. I had the 7500 XL on my F350 for a while. It is a massive setup, and if you look at the airbag size comparison, you can see how much larger these airbags are in diameter as opposed to the 5000. I now currently use the 5000 Ultimate Plus on my truck, and I've had no problems with it at all. Absolutely love it. They use very, very thick metal to hold everything together. The bags are very robust. Everything has a lifetime warranty on it. It is a really, really great system, and I'm a big supporter of Airlift. Hope you enjoyed this little walkthrough from the Keystone Show in Dallas, Texas. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up. We'll talk to you again soon.